Okay.
Hey.
I don't know what just happened.
I don't know what happened. But yeah, so back to you said so you got a homie. You said great sex is a requirement. Is great sex just the best shit that you ever had? Or like what the fuck is niggas talking about?
I'm confused about that being. I err on the side of Maul with that response, with that the comparison.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that sex is the least. You'll be mad at each other if you're talking time, right? Time dedicated to this. There will be more time dedicated to being mad at each other or having this what's the word I'm looking for? Having like tension towards each other.
Yeah.
You'll spend more time with that than you will being in sexual situations with each other. So if you're dedicating your efforts and like a requirement to be with this person, if you're saying that that's a requirement, then you're specifying something that is the shortest aspect of a relationship.
Okay. How many hours in a week?
168.
168. You probably spend like 2 of those having sex. Total.
That's a good question.
Say word.
About two to 3. Motherfuckers not. You got jobs and motherfuckers got money. Motherfuckers not fucking for hours. I ain't trying to hear that. You out here fucking for hours, nigga. You broke and you ain't got no money.
I would say niggas is doing less than that.
What, less than 2?
The average?
Absolutely. Motherfuckers, first of all, niggas is not lasting like that.
I'm just trying to give them a...
I'm not even doing that. That's the problem. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Average sex is 15 minutes.
15, 20
minutes. I think I might be over. Like,
yes,
you know
are.
what I'm saying? I think it might be 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so and the average time per week is minutes.
Yeah,
Niggas is not doing.
Yeah, motherfuckers is not doing that for out of the week.
They're not prepping. You know,
prepping is crazy.
Motherfuckers, like if you getting like bro, how they say, broke dudes have the best D. Nigga, I'd rather have some mediocre D and have some money than have the best D and be broke. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you.
That's the deal. Is that like right? So because I think I was talking to Stogie about this, and it was like, well, a lot of times guys go for the low hanging fruit, right? So which is gonna be the ugly chick. So if the ugly
average,
chick,
I go average.
The low hanging fruit is the ugly chick, the bitch that's answering the phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's
ain't got nothing going on.
The security guard.
Thank God he called me.
She got a little curly chin,
she got some shit going on.
One little piece of hair.
You wonder why the hood like it's a bunch of them who had kids, right? So somebody popping them off. Somebody popping them off.
They got kids.
And they have kids, absolutely. So I feel like what you just said, right? So Buddy, he ain't got no job or something, whatever. So he fucking for a place to stay.
Facts.
Right?
Homeless sexuals. Shout out to Gilly, them homeless sexuals.
Is it hobo?
Homosexuals. Homeless sexuals.
Crazy. A homosexual is even more wild.
Homosexual.
Damn. But
Gilly and Wallow.
Ugly chick to me also, like if she trying to keep a dude, her sex game is gonna be even more crazy, right? She's gonna go out there, she's just gonna go above and beyond.
Yeah, she's gonna be doing all type of wild shit.
And this is why motherfuckers have a problem with the pretty chick, because they be like, oh man, the pretty chicks don't be on nothing, because it ain't been required for them to do shit.
Just being pretty is all she ever had to do. Right. She's never been told no. She's never been like stood up. She's never been nothing. Everything is always like kind of handed to her. That's why I take pleasure in telling pretty chicks no. No.
They don't know how to handle it.
No. I don't give no fuck if you gonna handle it from me. No.
No,
it's a complete sentence. No. No.
Says complete sentence. No is a complete sentence.
No is a complete sentence. No. Period. That's it.
No, generally speaking, it's tough to decide between the two because they kind of coincide with each other. I was actually on what was it? I was on 2K's live this week. I called in. And
shout out to 2K.
Shout out to 2K. And Kelly and Black. But in the DPMO morning show, I said men aren't approaching, because it was talking about the male and female, can they be friends? This was one specific aspect of this conversation. And
he said nah. Yeah, they can.
And I agree. I agree.
No, they can't.
That
ain't a bitch you try. You would smash then. Otherwise, that's not
Hey,
nobody.
I was just finna
that
throw a
ain't
joke in
nobody
there.
you smash.
Hey, guess what? You can be friends.
Yeah,
After a nigga fuck.
Right. That ain't nobody you smash.
After you fuck, y'all gonna be good friends.
This is a booger
Let's get this
wolf.
out the way. Let's get
is
this
a-
out the way.
Ooh.
We gonna get this out the way real quick.
All right.
We gotta get this out the way, then we can be
It's
friends.
one of the two ways, right? She's either the booger wolf or you the booger wolf.
One of the two.
Yeah, damn it. But
Hey, I mean, you know,
two
but-
attractive people ain't finna be like.
No, but okay.
but
I will give you to the percentages. I'm sorry. I will give you to the percentages is more are on your side, but you can be, but it's a low percentage of men that can do it.
Look,
I just put it like that.
Look, I'm with Will. Nothing is absolute here. But I'm saying two attractive
2K was good, bro.
Yo, what up,
We were just
2K?
talking about you.
two attractive people is not finna sit up here and be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? No.
We getting it cracking?
They gonna get it cracking. That's biology. Men and women really can't be around each other like that without somebody thinking sexual. At least one point in it. You don't meet a girl and be like, man,
She'll be a great friend.
she'll be a great friend.
That's exactly what I said
Nobody
on 2K's
does
Live.
that.
On DPMO morning show. That's exactly what dudes aren't looking at girls and saying, you know what? You would be an excellent best friend.
No, she wouldn't, because that motherfucker gonna be a liability. That's another motherfucker in your pockets, damn near like your motherfucking wife.
Niggas is trying to look, man.
I ain't even gonna lie. You can't tell me that women don't become like, man, that's like another wife you got that you ain't fucking.
Look, man, I'm an ON, man. You see this gray hair?
Dang, I wish I knew it was that. I would pull up the live. I don't know
I be
which day it
knowing
was.
shit, man. I be knowing shit.
I don't know which day it was because exactly what you're saying every day is what they were saying in the what we were talking about in the live. But
Oh,
generally,
you can't be attracted to each other. They gonna
I mean,
smash.
well, just,
somebody's gonna be attracted to somebody more than the other,
Oh, okay.
right? So I guarantee you, if it was a chance that friend, now you might, a motherfucker might be scared. Like, oh, that's my friend. I know.
Yeah, I don't want to
But,
fuck up the relationship.
right? But you probably would.
you think it would?
Yeah, somebody would.
But the what would be deemed as an attractive man? This is the difference. An attractive man, what women would deem attractive, will still smash an ugly chick.
Absolutely, them niggas do it all the time. I just
Sexual
said,
opportunities,
in the
right?
hood. In the hood, you see this shit. I mean,
David was good, bro.
EXPH, what's going on?
EXPH, whatever.
Yo?
But it's
Yeah, Trey's cracking everything. He's a wild boy. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all mean
If-
everything is in what?
Everything.
Okay. No comment whatsoever. None whatsoever. I don't have none whatsoever.
And
We'll
if,
leave
you
it
ain't
alone.
gonna give it to him, he gonna take it, nigga.
I ain't got no comment.
He gonna take it if you don't give it to him. Allegedly.
I didn't know how I was gonna say it.
Trey, we can fight too, nigga. I heard you like be trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? We can fight.
And you better not hope I ain't there, because we whooping your ass. We straight jumping you.
Gonna
Fuck that.
stomp
I
your
ain't even
ass.
gonna lie. We gonna stomp you out, cuz.
Hey,
How-
trending news.
Whoa,
Trey
whoa, this
Songz-
is going left.
Trey
This is
Songz-
going left.
Trey,
No,
Trey
no.
Songz
This is going-
stomped out by the KNoWKi podcast and
Hey.
Sam Spaces.
Hey, how May
I'll
said,
be over there.
How May said, we'll choke you out, buddy. We gonna choke you out, Pat. How he said, how May said it, gonna choke you out.
Space is gonna be like, I just want to leave.
Y'all, I gotta go right now.
Yeah, be on that. Better hope I ain't that, boy. Because I'm sure.
How did this escalate to this?
No, he just
Where
said
did this
because
go
Trey
from?
Songz like fighting and he want to pull up on motherfuckers fighting. And I just told him, you better be like, you better hope I'm not there. Because I'm kicking him too.
Trey be like, I be fighting hoes, I fight niggas, like, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. But no, generally speaking, I think guys are. It's tough to, like I said, it's tough to delineate between the two because guys are approaching women based off of their looks
Happy Father's
with the
Day, brother.
intent to Happy Father's Day 2K.
Hey, happy Father's Day, 2K,
Um,
yeah. Go ahead, man.
They're approaching women based on their looks with the intent to have sex.
Yeah.
So they kind of they coincide with each other. Now, if we have to choose, which is what the question was, but if we have to choose, I would say looks, because looks is the first step, regardless of whatever his intent is.
Yeah, you gotta think you're cute.
Yeah, regardless of whatever his intent is.
Yeah.
Now, he's distracted by sex in a lot of cases,
Yeah.
but no, and I find that those situations where a guy is approaching a woman because of the desire to have sex, those don't last. Those relationships or situations don't last.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning. Motherfucker calling you 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what this for.
Right. So I had a little time to think about it, and I think temporarily men may, great sex might be a thing, but in order to, you had to have it first, right? So you had to have the great sex with the person, but temporarily, I think it may be great sex, but don't nobody want to sell off with no mud duck. Like,
That's a fact.
you know what I mean? Don't nobody want to sell off with the ugly chick.
OG said you don't think women do the same thing. What do you mean specifically, OG?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't be knowing about them.
So what was happening in this conversation to where this particular question
No,
came
that was
up?
just
Or was it just a question that they
It was
asked?
just a question kind of brought up in the podcast. That was the soft white underbelly, and it was just kind of presented, and I thought it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because it is like, well, which one would you prefer? Like, right, somebody who's beautiful looking, right, with subpar sex, or somebody who's ugly with great sex.
First one. I could like Maul said, we can work through that. We can figure that out.
Right, you could teach them whatever.
We can figure that out.
And that's what I was saying was that like it hasn't been required. Like it's like if you
Look at Will.
if you got I mean, I'll be honest. If you got a chick like that was super, super freaky, right? You be like, damn, this bitch.
I was just finna fucking say that. That's why I'm waiting till you get through. I was just about to say that. Like this bitch done been around. If she's so super good and you up in there for 2 minutes and she done got you off that quick, like, bro, who else you been doing this to?
I mean, because it's gonna come to that, right? But somebody's a little bit more reserved. You can't be like, okay, maybe you got to give them some motivation to do so. That's all. That's all. But I thought it was an interesting conversation that the soft white underbelly. It wasn't particularly just about that. It was a whole thing. It was about two psychiatrists, and they were just just conversing about men and women behavior. Yeah. So.
I don't know why that keeps happening, but I saw a video a long time ago. I'm probably not going to be able to find it this quick, but long story short, this woman said, just like y'all saying, this woman said, a man would be blessed to have her in a relationship because of how good she is at giving head.
Like how many?
She's one-dimensional, huh?
No. That's only gonna go so far.
She said he would be lucky to have her because of how good she is.
It's only so much fellatio I'm gonna go into. Like, what else you do, baby? I like. Let me start.
That
I was just start talking like we ain't
that light bill do.
I was just gonna start talking like we wasn't even on podcast too. Like, let me stop.
Go ahead, Ma.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
That light bill do. Fuck that head shit.
Yeah, that's also what I was thinking about with the question that you asked, because it's like, okay, cool. So you're pretty. Now, you're pretty, mediocre sex, and I added the caveat in my head, the additional in my head, but a good personality.
Yeah.
Versus sex, good sex, you're not so pretty, and you're
mean
outside of that useless.
Mean as hell.
And it's also not to say that, because I don't want motherfuckers to conflate that pretty girls don't have good sex or something, and ugly girls do have.
Yeah, we're not
just saying
that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just using that because pretty is going to
humble.
Be humble. What's good?
Be humble. What's happening? Pretty is going to be rare. Super ugly is going to be rare, right? So you're going to have a whole bunch of people in the middle, and great on both ends of the spectrum and terrible on both ends of the spectrum is going to be kind of rare.
Yeah.
Right? So you're going to have everything in between.
I find
right?
that.
So you can have a great looking girl who's going to give out, good sex or whatever, and a terrible looking woman who's going to give out terrible sex. I mean,
well, what I hear with that, and I'm not saying you're wrong by any means. I'm just
no, this is a question.
When it comes to that, I hear a lot of times a lot of guys talk about how bad pretty women are at sex because they have so many men approaching them that they have the choice between how many ever, and they
just
end up never really actually
thing, right? So it hasn't been required because the men who maybe who've been with them are okay with just getting them, the person.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
they're so pretty. Yeah,
they're so pretty. It's like, oh, you're so beautiful. You know what I mean? Type shit. And right, you get stuck in that.
That ties into a
versus like the little ugly chick. Like, oh nigga, I'm finna reel her out.
Yeah,
she ugly. Like,
finna put her through the mattress. You hear me? Finna put her through the mattress.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
finna be in that bitch going. You don't even fucking up her face. You in there trying to put her through the mattress.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. But I mean,
The whole time.
Yeah, all in there, put that face in there. She's like, I can't breathe. You like, okay, just now, go back down. Like all type of shit, yeah.
Be Humble said,
I can't breathe. I'll wear a t-shirt. Put George Floyd in there. My bad. My bad.
Be Humble said, my pee partner says all pee is good pee if you know how to work it or let it work for you.
Oh, look at Be Humble, man. Hey, man, don't be trying to get no brides in our off our shit, man. Don't be trying to do that. I'm talking about I'm coming to Chicago, too.
Yeah, hey, speaking of Be Humble, I was actually, we'll talk about that afterwards, after this. But yeah, you guys got anything else for that so we can
No,
get
that
into
was it. You know,
So-
that was
so-
something that I was talking.
official answer. But so the question was, do you think men prefer good women and mediocre sex versus ugly women and good sex?
I'm pretty.
Oh no,
all
you
day.
said prettiness over sex.
Men overall, I believe, for the short term, prefer the great sex, but I don't think men want to sell off with the ugly bitch. That's just my opinion. So
You didn't want to come outside with her. You ain't gonna want to really do nothing with her. You just gonna be in the house fucking and that's it.
yeah,
And that's why, like, I think for that to be in anybody's top 3 requirements, even top 5, you know, people can do whatever they want, whatever. Of course, we know that people can do whatever they want or have whatever preferences they want. I think that's a distraction.
What, good sex?
Yeah, like for that to be like I'm sorry, let me be specific. For it to be a deal breaker. Like there's so much more to a relationship and dealing with a person than that.
well, it's different between men and women. So,
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I
so
agree.
Whatever they might, you know, but for men, I don't know.
It's only so many blowjobs you can give me for my birthday, for Christmas.
It's like
for
birthday, another blowjob.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day, Black History Month, Father's Day, 4th of July.
And
All
here
this.
for Black History Month is crazy.
It's just
For
so
Juneteenth.
What are you
much.
dealing with?
You
All
know what
right?
I'm saying? It's just only so much of that fellatio you can give me for that. Like it's gonna start to be like, I want to be taken out too. I want you to like do something for me too. Like
Yeah, well, how good are you outside of that? What are you useful for outside
Ukrainian, nigga. It's Martin Luther King's birthday. Let me go. Malcolm X's birthday, May 20.
yeah, we gotta get
22nd,
Martin Luther
let me-
King birthday,
you
Juneteenth. Yeah,
finna get you some this week, then. Boy,
Yeah.
look at you.
of? Welcome to a Father's Day rendition of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. I'm your man Spaces.
hey, I go by your boy
Man,
Mom.
I'm your illustrious Joe host. Co-host every day.
What's good, man? How was y'all last week?
Oh, it was good, man. It was excellent, man. I didn't do nothing.
Oh yeah?
I can't even remember what.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm on the same thing. Mine was very, very, very mild and everything too. Mine was cool, okay too. I got a question for y'all though too, man. How the mentals going? Because we ain't asked that in a minute.
Going great, man. Going great. Things are, I keep saying this whenever you ask this question, but things are aligning better now than ever. And
That's a good thing though. Every time the older you get, everything should be aligning better. How you doing over there, Jerry Day?
Oh man, shit. I'm always gonna be okay.
What's
Don't
up,
let
man?
this shit stress me out.
that's exactly what it is, man. It's like I don't dwell on things that would air quotes call stress.
You know, somebody told me, I think everything, I don't live in reality because I say I always be good and don't nothing ever stress me out and ain't nothing ever. They told me I don't live in reality because I think like that.
I mean,
That sounds okay. So what is
You already know who asked it. You know.
me?
You know who said it.
I think I know.
Yeah, I know. Both of y'all know.
I don't know nobody.
But what mindset should it be in? What should you have then?
They said I always think everything just peaches and cream. Don't nothing ever affect me. Ain't nothing ever wrong with me. I'm always good. It's like I just don't live in reality because I always think about positive shit. I don't live in reality.
I don't understand why that's a problem.
Hey man, I almost thought otherwise until I came to saying like I got common sense, so I just stopped thinking like okay. I just said,
Kelly,
okay.
what's up?
Kelly, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hi, Kelly.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So motherfucker just told me I don't live in reality, all that, because they was talking about I don't everything always good. I'm always good. I always got this. I ain't never asking for this. I'm always. They just told me I just don't live in reality.
No, I wonder. I would like to know what kind of mindset they would expect you to have about things, because it's like you're not broken legs, broken arms. You're not poor. You're not homeless.
It
Like,
ain't even
why
that.
not be
God
happy?
gave you another chance to make the shit right. Like, what's the problem? Like, if you're not finna clock up out of here and you're not ready to go, shit gonna be all right. Trust and believe. It ain't got no other choice but to be all right. Because you're still gonna be on this earth. So if you ain't ready to clock out, you ain't talking about you finna all the way give up and go ahead and delete it, like just get up out of here, it's cool. Everything gonna be all right. It ain't, it's bad, but it's gonna get better.
Agreed. Much agreed. It's just, I don't. One thing I notice about myself, I don't. Well, not notice because I already knew this, but I don't dwell on negative things.
Facts. That's exactly what I was saying.
I guess, man. Look, man, my water pump and my other car blew this week. You know what I'm saying?
You start crying?
If it was some gas, hell no. And trust me, the shit cost a grip. I was finna get rid of this motherfucker because it ain't really, but I need to get 20 extra thousand miles out this car. So, you know what I mean? But I just was like, it cost a grip. Just bad shit happen, but it makes you appreciate the good.
Thank you. That's all. If bad shit happens to everyday people, and it's just the simple fact of it is, are you finna dwell in it? Are you one of the motherfuckers who sit up here and cry, complain? And I'm not a complaining dude. Even when bad shit happens to me, I don't complain about shit because I know shit could be a lot worse, and I know where the fuck I came from. I know I didn't used to have, like I was telling them this last week, bro, we have the thing now where you don't have to wait till Friday to go fill your tank up. Go fill my tank up anytime I fucking want to. I remember back in the day where I only could put $5 to get me to my next donation. So what am I sitting up here complaining for now? When I got credit cards, I can go. I ain't even gotta use no credit. I can go use my regular bank card if I wanted to.
Hey, Ma,
to go.
Ma, let me.
He about to go on the rant. He about to go on this rant.
I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? I love my dog over there. Niggas don't be wanting to hear all that positive shit.
And that's what I was just gonna say.
I left it two or three podcasts ago. I say motherfuckers want you to sit in the shit with them. They don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Because they shit going wrong,
right? So you give them a little whatever the fuck they talking about. You just go ahead and let them. But fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how close this person is to you.
Yeah, them motherfuckers just be miserable as company, bro. Like, for real.
Look, I got to the job, right? So I got my other car. I got to the job. I'm like, damn, it look like I'm leaking in. But this shit coming out. It's coming out like a motherfucker pouring a gallon of water. I said, oh, shit, my water pump probably blown. But I was happy I made it to work because I was like, well, shit, I go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Do my shift.
Yeah, I was like, man, well, shit. I was coming up with different things. I was like, man, I could go ahead and just get some antifreeze, pimp it back to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it. I still got AAA or whatever on my insurance. I'm going to go ahead and get it towed. Now, it took a lot of time or whatever after I got off work. But I was happy I made it to work. You know what I'm saying? Did it cost me some money? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, like, that's part of driving. It's part of, like, wear and tear. This car is, like, 20 years old, so it's part of the game. But
that's part of life. Shit gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is you can really tell a person when shit go wrong. That's how you can tell what type of person you dealing with. You got people that sit up there and cry and complain about the shit happening, or you got people that soon as some shit happen, motherfuckers thinking about how I'm on for the maneuver to this and how that. Remember last time, a couple powers ago, my brother was in jail. What the first thing I say? Nigga, how this money gonna pay me back? How my bank account gonna look after I give him this bread?
Well, they called you and told you.
Yeah, I just started thinking about all the fuck. What the problem is? The problem is already the problem. We need solutions.
Be Humble said, "Let Maul rant." I agree. Be humble. I agree.
But it's just that I'll be sitting there looking at me. I'll be like, all right, man. Don't get mad at me because and then motherfucker, when I tell him this, why you think somebody mad? Because nigga, you raining on my parade because I'm good. I'm Gucci. Mm-hmm. But it don't matter whatever happened. Well, I'm good. I promise you I will be good. It's going to be me and the roaches that's going to be still here. I don't know about nobody else. I don't know if y'all going to be here with me and the roaches, but me and the roaches going to be here.
It's going to be a crazy time.
I'm going to be having little friend roaches. Michael, Donald over there. We all the little roaches, yeah.
Much agreed, man. It's no point in complaining about stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just fix whatever the problem is. In some situations, you do need a minute to process what's going on, but generally speaking, no. The problem arises, solve the problem, move on to the next thing.
Bro, we can process that shit after we get this problem fixed, so this shit won't happen again. But you sitting there with that, like I can understand what you're saying about processing, but the longer you sit there and do that, the more and worse this problem getting, and you could have been to kind of fix and did something because you letting it linger a little bit too long. So we can think about that shit after You feel me? Then you sitting up here steady thinking and you crying and you, no, I'm not, man, That's why my life is so good. And thank you, God, for my life being good. All you other miserable motherfuckers, man, stay y'all miserable and leave me the fuck alone.
J-Lo on the track, what's good, bro? Welcome to the live. I don't know if you're a father, but if you are, happy Father's
Day
Day.
to you too, brother.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
Father's Day, brethren.
So this kind of goes along
Uncle's Day.
with the conversation we were having before, just a few minutes ago. This is something that came across my purview. I really want you guys to you guys' opinion about this. Let's see.
To call my man.
All right, so check it out.
For some money. Sheera7 style. So let's see how it goes. Hey, babe.
It's a beautiful girl on my phone. She is just like absolutely stunning.
I feel pretty today.
I'm gonna start it over real quick because there's some.
Like my
7 style. So let's see how it goes. Hey, babe.
It's a beautiful girl on my phone. She is just like absolutely stunning.
I feel pretty today.
She is like took my breath away just now.
Are you working hard or hardly working?
I'm working very hard.
Very hard. Oh, wow. So anyway, babe, I need your help.
What's up?
I need some money.
Now this part is important. Watch her mannerisms.
I had to help my mom with some things yesterday, and I need to pay a bill. And I was wondering if you can help me.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
When do you have to pay it by?
Like tomorrow.
I ain't got nothing until next week.
Next week. I was talking to my friend earlier, and I was telling her, and she was like, well, why don't you just ask the guy that you're dating? And I was like, well, I could ask him, but I know his money is kind of tight right now, so I didn't really want to ask you. Well, I'll just figure out. I'll find another way to get it.
I can definitely. They never scheduled the bank appointment. Once they took the money out and put it in the local bank.
Mm-hmm.
They never scheduled the bank appointment until next week.
I'll figure it out.
I don't have access to. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have money I don't have access to.
All right.
Yeah, something I got you.
Okay, so the situation with that particular one was so
Thank you, Kelly, too. Appreciate that. Thank you,
Cultivate. What's
How you
good?
doing,
Cultivate.
too?
Do me a favor, Cultivate. Go to our IG right now and just send them do a double tap or send a message, say hi on any one of our messages, because I've been really bothered about this, you not being able to find us on Instagram or us not being able to find you, whatever. So please, I want to figure that out. So the girl in the video, she listened to Sheera7. I don't know if you guys know about Sheera7, but she is a wild person with her takes on certain approaches to relationships. But she told the girl to ask. Well, I don't know if she told her, but she was talking about just asking women asking their men for money, and she said if he can have sex with you, then he should be able to give you money. So she went and asked her man. He said he don't have it until next week, and her whole mannerisms changed. So what are your thoughts on that? And actually, specifically, I don't know if you guys saw it, but at the end, the last like 30, 40 seconds of the video, she started doing a whole lot of texting on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you guys' thoughts at all? Or maybe do you need a little bit more context on it?
I already got mine. I already know it.
Okay, you go first.
First of all, man, you don't know. All right, first of all, I do believe that if you is having sex with him, you should be able to ask him for a couple $. But also, because I don't want to say but, because then I mean everything I said before really don't matter. Also,
I disagree with that, but I get your point.
Also, I feel like you don't know what else he got going on. So he can have some stuff going on, so what he got going on don't matter. You want him to take whatever funds he got going and give them to you. So if he don't got it, he don't got it. I don't understand why women think that it's like just because you ain't give me no thing, you just all of a sudden right now today, oh, I need $500. Nigga, I got $500, but I'm not finna just take my last 500 or whatever out, and I'm finna be ass out to give it to you. So it's like you gotta be more mindful, more mindful of like, motherfuckers don't really have money like that. Like, people be sitting up here thinking money just flowing around here and all that stuff. People have bills too. And especially if y'all don't live together or anything like that. So he's just supposed to take out of his household or what he got on going on in his household to give you the money. Then second thing, I don't want to call you this, but I do. Bitch, why you listening to everybody on social media? Like, social media fucked us up. Like, I keep saying this shit. Like, it really got these women thinking, this is how you test men. Instead of you going to ask a real, or not gonna say real woman because I'm not a woman, I don't know what a real woman is. Instead of you asking a woman that's been in a relationship, that's been with like a man for a long time, to ask them how they maneuver and how they get through this. Like, I wouldn't go ask, and this is no knock, Spaces about marriage advice. Yeah. I'm going to ask Jay every day.
Right.
He's been married damn near almost 20 years. Why would I ask Spaces? Almost, right. I said almost. He's about 15. But why would I ask Spaces? Now, I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but it's just a joke. Now, if I wanted to ask about these hoes in these streets, I'm gonna ask Spaces. But I'm not asking about hoes because I'm married. I'm going to ask Jerry Day about marriage. But for her to sit up there and her demeanor change because the man didn't have it, he honestly probably didn't have it or whatnot. You feel me? So I'm like, what she did, what she did was like just kind of crazy to me, just because the man didn't have it, and now your demeanor changed and all that other stuff and all that other. If he didn't have it, he didn't have it.
You got me turning red.
If he did have it, he did have it. But for her to sit up there and like that to happen, because like you already know my motto. I tell people no just to hear no. I just say no. I can have it. I promise you, I'll tell you no. Only person that won't get a no from me, and he can call in right now, he'll tell you, and even my wife get mad, is my little brother. My little brother call me right now while I'm on the pod. I'll be like, I can't speak. He'll text me talking about he need 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever he need. If I got it, he got it. That's the only person that'll never really wouldn't hear no unless I really do not have it and I can't get it. Because he's always had my back like that. He's always did. But for her to be sitting over here, her demeanor change, because a motherfucker, man, if I was him, if I see that video, first thing coming to my mind is like, all right, bet, I see what this is now. Like Jerry Day, for you just turned ugly enough to put your ass through the mattress, and I really ain't even got feelings for you like that no more. You just turned me to savage mode. You on the savage mode sex spectrum now. But that's just my thoughts on that.
Jerry Day, what are your thoughts?
I ain't got too many, man. If he ain't got it, he ain't got it.
Did you see the towards the last 30, 40 seconds of the video what she was doing on her phone?
You know, fuck about that bitch.
Hey, we on some real dad shit right now because we got family. We about to fuck
about
bitch.
Fuck about what she doing.
So when I first saw the video, the fact that she was listening to Sheera7, the automatic thought came to my mind that women are excellent at teaching other women how to stay single and or lose their relationships. Because why are you testing your man like this? Why test people in this way, period? This is not a productive thing to me. Maybe I'm just overthinking at that point because maybe they're just doing it for fun or whatever the case. But her reaction to his response made me believe that she was actually wanting him to send her that money. And when he told her he don't got it until next week, even though she's doing this to test him, she doesn't really need the money. So regardless of whatever his reaction is, it should have been cool with her. But when he said he don't got it till next week, her whole demeanor changed, and I saw her doing a whole bunch of this on her phone. I'm like, she finna go she texting somebody else about it. J-Lo on the track beat me to it. He said,
if she didn't need it, then who else is she texting about it if she didn't need it?
That's what did he say? He said she about to hit someone else up. He said, if it's not a wife, don't spend too much on a woman. They'll leave you for someone who has more.
Shit, I mean, they do that.
Yeah, anyway.
You know? Yeah, regardless of marriage or relationship, right? And that's what I think, in my opinion, that's what I got from the fact that she started doing a whole bunch of stuff, because the video started with her the first minute and a half. She was just looking at her phone while it was on speakerphone. As soon as he said no, 10 seconds later, she.
But if she didn't need it, and if it was just a test, then who else would she be texting if it was just a test?
Well, you know, they always got somebody in the back.
Right, but if it was just a test, and what I'm saying, if she didn't technically need it, she was just doing it anyway just to see, then who else would you be texting?
Somebody who has more that she knows.
To me, that logically doesn't even make sense. If I'm just trying to see, right, if I can get it from you, right, I'm just trying to see just for the platform or whatever.
Shits and giggles.
Right, for shits and giggles. I wouldn't be texting nobody else, okay? Like, I wasn't able to get it from them. To me, it doesn't make sense that you was trying to get some money from somebody else.
I get what you're saying, and if you ask me, and this is just me going off of just speculation. No, I don't know this woman, never seen her in my life before this video.
Do you?
No, I do not know her, Mom. You.
It's just a joke, man. Y'all, insider.
I get what you said every day. Like, if she's just testing them, it's just her mannerisms in the video made me think that she started texting somebody else about that similar issue. Because my thought process is she actually wanted him to send her the money.
Then she really needed it, and it wasn't a test.
I was about to say, Be Humble said, y'all got to start clipping mall rents.
Mall rents.
We got a video that was mall goes on a rent.
You're going to do a compilation of mall rents. 30 minutes. It's just going off.
J-Lo on the track said, I hate tests like that. Facts. Oh, shit. J-Lo on the track said, it's a test for another man to see who. Ooh, okay. J-Lo on the track. He said it's a test for another man to see who will really be there for her when she actually needs the money.
No, he said I hate tests like that. I like tests like that. You want to know why? Because once I find out it's a test, you just test your ass right out of my life. Hands down, I don't want nothing else from you. I want no fellatio. I want none of your bad sex. I don't want shit. I don't want nothing else from you. Thank you for testing you right out of my life. Because you're sitting there playing when you probably need that for real. You feel me? And someone probably needed that for real, and you sitting up here testing and motherfucker give it to you, and you ain't gonna give it back. You gonna keep the shit. She wasn't gonna send it back. What if you would have sent it? She's not sending that back.
One thing about people who be asking for money and shit, I'd be like, you ain't got no credit cards or no shit, like, for a bill.
Did she say that? Oh, yeah, because she said something about her mother or something. Like, she had to give her mother's.
For a bill? Like, what kind of bill are we talking about? Like, people be saying, like, can you send me some money for the phone bill? You ain't got no credit card?
So they all maxed out, man.
Yo, shit janky. Your credit card, yo, I don't know. It's just weird. Like,
but them would be the same people.
We don't have $100.
But you know, them would be the same people going to buy, like you say, Beyonce tickets, spending $14,000 on a motherfucking prom. Sitting up here got the brand new Balenciagas on at the club all day with their phone like this and all that. Then when you ask them for the money back, you want your little petty ass money?
Ooh.
All right, I'm finna whoop your petty ass too.
So,
but that's the thing though. People learn how to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on. But then when you out here shining, you out here buying what you buying, you looking cool, and you not asking them, my favorite line, for $20 for gas next week. Now they want to get mad at you, thinking you too happy, you too good, and you live in whatever type of world. Like, you know, that's the type of shit right there. Because I learned what I can spend my money on. People, financially, like, illiterate people know, like, bro, we're not rich. We can't spend our money on everything. You have to pick and plan and choose what you want to spend your money on. So if you didn't want to pay your phone bill, nigga, I guess you ain't going to be talking to me until you get the money. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or go get you a dude or a husband or some type of dude that pays bills and that makes sure you're straight. You might won't have to pay another phone bill.
J-Lo on the track said they kicked themselves out of your life with the BS.
That's a fact.
Super facts. Super facts.
You ain't got no money for your gas bill?
What, for your gas in your car?
No, gas bill.
Oh.
Like, you know, People's Gas, NyQuil.
Yeah. It's summertime too. That bill should be done like $20, $30.
For real, like, come on, man. Don't ask me. What? For real.
So, just because you brought this to mind when you said Day said credit cards, and you said like going to Beyonce concerts and all this stuff. Just quick Google said that the average amount of credit card debt is $6,100.
I mean, I can believe that, and that's cool. It doesn't, to me, it's not about the credit card debt. It's about the credit to income, or you know what I'm saying, whatever amount of. So if you say, for instance, you had $70,000 worth of credit, and you had $6,000 worth of debt, that's not a big deal. But if you had, you know, $7,500 worth of credit and $6,000 worth of debt, well, that's a big deal, right? And so, but even then, it's just like, for me, right, and I just speak for me, I'd rather put the shit on my credit card before I ask anybody for shit.
Yeah,
right? I'm not
somebody was telling me.
I'm not finna ask you for a motherfucking dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I promise you I won't, because people, like, I'm not the type of person to do this. I'm not the type of person to hang it over your head that you owe me some money or that I did X, Y, and Z for you, but people will, for the most part.
Yeah.
Right? People will be like, yo, you remember when I... No, you won't get that from me.
Hey, but I'm the type that I ain't gonna say nothing, but just know, whatever that is, you just paid on whatever. You ain't getting my shit back. You just paid on whatever, nigga. Don't ask me for shit. I don't give a fuck if we outside and you need an Uber, nigga. Nah, I'm cool. You use that whatever you borrowed from me that you ain't that little petty ass whatever that you borrowed. You use that. Even at your funeral, if your family needs money for your funeral, a nigga owe me $35, $100, man. Put that shit in the funeral. Take it out of there. I'm not finna throw it over your head and hold it over your head neither. But at the same time, you know, motherfuckers start talking, hit dogs will holler. They'll think you talking about them, but you weren't even talking about them.
J-Lo on the track said agreed. People
I'm
use
talking about that. I'll sneak this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Agreed. People will use the money you owe them against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means that I think when that happens, that means that they didn't intend on really paying you back anyway.
And motherfuckers not petty over no money. It's the simple fact of you out here doing what you doing and got like you really out here got it like that. Nigga, you broke as fuck.
I got a dollar amount on each motherfucker I know who've ever asked me for some money on the limit on what it, like, you know, how credit card give a limit. I got a dollar amount on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a guarantee that this motherfucker might not pay that back.
If you ask me for $1 more.
$1 more. This nigga asked me for $501.
Ooh,
you
Kelly.
know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
That's a good point, Kelly. Kelly said that's a thief.
It is. But what you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just never rock with that person in the same way, period, ever again.
No, I rock with him.
Because I compartmentalize people based on however it is that we interact with each other.
Look, I just said the same thing. I know y'all heard me say this a long time ago on the pod. Nigga, look, we not gonna stop being friends over no money, because I'm not gonna be that petty over no money. But guarantee you can't get, we not them type of friends. You're not gonna get no money, more money from me. Nigga, we can go out and we can chill, but you're gonna pay for yourself. You're gonna buy everything yourself. It ain't nothing coming out of my pocket. But when it come to money, nigga, I don't fuck with you like that. You already know that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't even try to get me in the character, us to sit up here fighting over some money, because you know I don't fuck with you like that. Nigga, you still owe me this. Or now that's when you gotta say, nigga, you still like, what the fuck you still asking me for something from? I should be the last person on earth you ask for some shit.
Yeah.
Right. OG said, if you got a credit card, don't ask me for it. J-Lo on the track said, man, I have two people who owe me. They better not ask me for nothing else. Friendships are in jeopardy. I'm real. If you owe me, you better pay up or you lost a real one.
That's the truth. True facts. I ain't gonna lose no friend. We can still be friend and cool.
I ain't gonna lose no
but money wise, we don't play like that, boy. We ain't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You just part of the broke nigga friends.
Yeah. You the burger nigga. You the burger nigga. We going to steak niggas. We got steak. We going over to the steak. You burger nigga.
I'm not even going out to eat with this nigga. Hey, what you doing, man? Nothing. We on the block. Oh, all right, man. I was just calling, check in on Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
But then when you start acting like that, you flaw, you this, you that, you ain't real, you ain't this. Nigga, you not real for paying what you owe.
Nigga, I'm 40. I don't give a fuck if I'm real to you or not. I don't care.
OG said some ninjas only can get what I can afford to lose.
Hey, but then you know what? I got another scenario with that too, right? It'll be the same niggas, right, that's sitting up there asking to borrow this and that, but they'll call you on a day that you supposed to be off. You're like, what you doing? I'm at work. Damn, you always at work. I'm always not asking nigga for no money neither though.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how that works. You go to work, you won't have to ask motherfucker for nothing. But when you do bare minimum, you get bare minimum money and you get bare minimum results.
Well, when you say that, they'll feel like you're attacking them.
That's like what I'm saying.
Because I'm at work, I'm attacking you. What you doing at work? Now they feel some type of way because they ain't at work.
Yeah, and it is this. I promise you, this is no shot to nobody. Nobody whatsoever. We just talking about scenarios of how people always ask you what you doing, nigga, at work. What you doing tomorrow? At work.
Work.
What you doing late on the night? Going to sleep to go back to work the next day.
Thinking about work.
Thank you. But then when it's time to go out of town or it's time to go out the country, you and your family, y'all gone and y'all doing what y'all doing. You're not worried about it. You mad as hell your kids study asking for shit because now you got to go work more. But you got it to give it to them so you can have a good time.
Man, you don't get no day off?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. But I'm trying to go to work.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely got days off, but I'm trying to get this OT, so I'm going to work.
Yeah, nigga got shit to pay for. Nigga got shit to get off. I got more money to put in the market. I don't know about nobody else. I got more money to put in the market.
Nigga, I like my job, so I don't.
I don't mind doing it at all.
Don't mind going to work.
Yeah, people are just lazy like that. And then, yeah, that was just wild to me with the girl in that video. It's crazy.
I got a quick story, right? I asked my wife, I say, did anybody ever ask you like, damn, Marcus out, man, you know, Maul already at work? She said, yeah, and I look at them like, why the fuck you worry about my husband? Let him be at work. Mind your fucking business.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, what you worried about my husband for? At work.
Why you worried about why Maul always at work?
Why are you worried about him always being at work?
Why is your man always at the events? At every event, your man is there.
Why is your man never at work?
They sure asked my wife because I don't get to go with them. I know your wife probably get the same question because she there with the kids while you probably at work. But now if I'm not at work, I'll be there too. But most of the time I'm at work when the thing happens.
Yeah, I get where you been or, you know what I'm saying?
Work.
Yeah, I be at work. Like, I be at work.
Look, my kids straight. The lights ain't never been off. The lights is on. Everything cool. Everything that they need to be done and they got good, clean clothes on. They nice and fed. All this is cool. We got good insurance and all that. We good.
And, it's summertime. We get to see my kids before they go to school. I mean, not before they go to school, but it's no school. So it's summertime. So before I go to work, I'll be able to, see them and spend time with them and do stuff like that. But, yeah, people got to go to work.
I don't understand that question, though.
My
like,
mama say, man, don't work, man, don't eat.
Drop the bomb for mama every day.
Because
that's an old saying, but it's a true fact.
It's Bible scripture.
Yeah.
Man, I just don't understand that. Like, your man always at work. It's opposed to what? What's wrong with that?
Out here fucking broke girls.
All right, so thank you guys for kicking with us. Share this with two people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live right now on this wonderful Father's Day. Yeah. We're going to get into this subject that Maul sent to us.
Okay.
Let's see here.
What the fuck going on?
Let's get rid of that one. Here it is.
She said did she ever say what bill she needed money for?
No, she just said something for my mom. She had to pay something for her mom.
Right. And that was the reason why she needed money. Wait, so I'm paying for something for your mama?
No, so she paid something for her mom and asking him to replace the money that she used for her mom.
Okay, so what bill do you need it for? So I can kind of get, I'm like, bitch, I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Is this a what? Mortgage?
But
Be Humble said in Toledo. You on your way here, man?
Oh, shit, man. You ran across, what was that, 80, 90, 80?
So, but, yeah, you right there by Detroit. If you come across that way, if you come across that way, you right there.
Indiana there, my boy. Be careful.
Yeah. So.
Indiana moves be out there.
He's taking care of her mother by what is called proximity.
Proximity,
right?
Yeah.
So he's taking care of your mother by proximity. But women don't understand that though, especially when you got a good man. Because if you got I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just so no. But when you got good people in your life, other people benefit from that. You feel me? Because if your dude on top of if you're on top of your shit and you got everything going, that leave a motherfucker with extra money to go give and do whatever fuck they want to do for their people. But people don't understand that. And then when you bring that up or something, and it's not talking about anybody neither. It's just scenarios. People don't understand that you get to do that because you got me. Or you got a good man, or you got a good whatever, you got a good spaces. So you get to do all that. Or you got a good J every day. So that's why you get to do all that, what you want to do. And you don't have to worry about anything because you got other little bills taken care of because motherfucker already got that on autopilot. But people don't understand that. And then when you say something, it's you throwing that in my face. Cause nigga, you said he asking me for shit. And it's not
Maul
talking
trying
about.
to get his own podcast.
No, no, I don't want. You already know I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Just give me the money. I go sit behind the camera if y'all paying me good. I don't want to. No, I'm cool. But that people just don't understand those type of logics. Like when you got good people in your house by proximity, everybody else benefits from that shit.
Yeah, man. All right, so this is something Maul sent to us. Let's check it out.
Talking about Father's Day, let's talk about some fathers.
You know, my mortgage and everything and child support all right now because of the new change. So if I do beg for more overtime hours, would I just be fighting this over and over? If I go get a pay raise, a different job title, and I make more money, then when we come back to the table, will it make it where I can't afford it again and I have to go make more and have to go make more? I mean, as a man, I'm going to take care of my responsibility, so I'm going to try to make more and more and more money every time y'all up my child support. But like, where's the stopping point? How much more is needed for y'all to be like, okay, that's how much it takes to take care of a child? We can stop pulling out of dad's household with 5 kids and paying, you know, her household, which they have 2 incomes over there. You know, they have 2 incomes plus mine. So it's like, it's supposed to be a balance between the households for the children. And like, I just don't understand. And I also want this revised. Like, can we meet somewhere in the middle? Can y'all look at the actual math of the paychecks and make it make more sense for everyone? Like, if she needs more money, okay. If not, it's like, why should I have to work extra just to be able to like maintain, you know? And then that's gonna come into the point where, oh, I can't get them this day because I have to work extra overtime to pay the child support. Like, so, and that kind of what was happening last year, like before we got into it. Like, I was working every day, you know. So I had to at that point though. We were doing a project.
So, Mr. Bowen, you're saying that your child support should be based on your base of 87,387.56. Is that what you're saying to the court?
It should definitely be, because that is guaranteed. That's guaranteed. And like, whether I work 40 hours that week or like find a training to go to or go to fire school or something to make extra, I'll always be able to pay that amount plus the other child support for my other children, plus have enough to pay the bills for the house that the children come to. Like, with making it more, there's always going to be a factor where I have to go make more money. Always. Like, I'm going to have to try to find ways to make more money at this rate and at higher rates. Like, when I purchased the house, I got what I could afford and pay my child support, pay the light bills, you know, all the stuff for the house and pay for the children. So now it's to the point where it's raised. I'll have to work more, which means less time with the children.
And can you tell the court how many other children you have? Do you have a child in the household?
I have 1 child in the household, and I have 1 biological child. That's I split time with that other parent.
So you're asking for credit for 2 other children?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you obligated to pay child support? You said you're obligated to pay child support for 1 other child? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I'm obligated to pay child support for 1 other child. Plus, I got hit with the back pay on that child too, and I've been like taking the money that I could save and paying that off too to try to lower that side of it too, so I can have, you know, lower monthly bills to pay. So that used to be around this price, the price that this one was. That was $500 every pay period, and like when I got hit with the back pay on that, it made it to where I had to make a plan with them to pay $750 per pay period. So I paid $1,500 to that one, and now I have to pay $1,800 to this one, and I don't think that I could actually cover it.
Sheesh.
All right, Ma, you sent that to us.
Happy Father's Day,
yeah,
man.
happy Father's Day to him. Yeah. Nigga, you get 2, you get 3 of them. But my question to y'all is, do y'all have sympathy or empathy for him in this situation?
To some extent, I do. To some extent. Now, the number one thing that I think about when it comes to these child support and child custody and these situations is, bro, a box of condoms costs $10. Like, you're risking, in his case, $1,800 a month. I think he even mentioned $1,500 at some point. You're risking all this money per month because you don't want to pay $10. And I actually, shout out to 2K. We was having this conversation on this live. Oh no, I keep saying 2K live, DPMO live, the Don't Pee Me Off morning show. Yo, condoms cost $10, bro. Like, when are we gonna? In one hand, yes, the court does recommend when it comes to these child support situations. I can't imagine the funds necessary to take care of a child being $1,800 a month. We talked about, and this is a celebrity, but Kevin Costner a while ago, his ex-wife was filing for $175,000 a month or something like that. I think she ended up settling for like $62,000 a month. I forget. Don't quote. We can look it up in the course of this conversation. But I can't imagine it being that. And then if you know that you are in this situation, or you know that you are strapped financially, that you aren't able to take, how do you make? You got two of them. You are in a situation or an agreement with the first one, so you go and make another one,
and you got a stepson that you're taking care of this in the household.
So it's tough to like. I'm empathetic in the fact that that's definitely got to be tough to deal with, and I'm also empathetic in the fact that the courts don't care about where the money is going. They care about they base child support off of the amount of money that he's making, and I think it was Title 5D. I think it was where it's like, shoot, I forget what. Don't get me wrong. I'll look it up. But the courts take a certain percentage of the child support and retain it, so the mother doesn't even get the whole $1,800 or whatever the agreement is. So I'm empathetic in the fact that this is strapping your pockets, and if you make more money, you're going to have to work more hours, and they're going to take more money out of your checks. But I'm not sympathetic because this is a repeat offense. That's all I got for now.
Yeah, $1,800 for one child is crazy. That's all I gotta say.
That's all you got to say.
I ain't really got much to say, man. I mean, so he technically only has 2 children.
Yeah, biological and
2 biological children. He's paying $750 for one and $1,800 for the other one.
Sheesh.
It's crazy work. I mean, honestly, I think the system is like I've always say for the system. The system does what it's supposed to do, right? It's to confuse. It's to cause divide. If you're not staying with that parent, if you know what I'm saying, you in a relationship with a person, and y'all not together and seeing eye to eye, it's meant to divide you. It's meant to keep you away from your children. Because something like that, even though money shouldn't necessarily come between you and your children, but somebody gonna feel like, damn, I'm paying $1,800 a month. They definitely probably plus he has to do this with overtime. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to work a lot of times, so that's taking him away from maybe even spending more time with his children. So again, the system does what it's supposed to do. You know, people always talk about, the system's supposed to be correct, and no, it does what it's supposed to do. Right, which is to cause confusion amongst households.
Mo, you have any thoughts?
Man, look here. The system been the system, like Jay every day said, for how long? And you fall right in the system. I can understand it with one child, like I always say. Motherfuckers always get one because you make one mistake. But like, nigga, you ain't sit up here and say, I'm not going to have no more kids by no more other people unless I'm married, unless I'm with that mother we in the household. You go and have another kid, then you go get with another woman that has a child, and now you want the courts to feel sympathy and sorry for you? Yeah, I understand it. The court did what it's supposed to do. Is the courts and all that shit fucked up? Yes, it is. But you put yourself a part of that system. You wasn't born in that system. You wasn't born in no type of system, whatever. You was out here fucking with the ugly girl, putting her through the mattress, and look what happened. And that's why I was arguing with this in the barbershop the other day, right? And we were talking about, because I was telling them how we was talking about, you don't have to be out here fucking any and everything walking. It's okay for you to have sex with 3-4 women of your lifetime and get married and have kids and go sail off to the sunset. This what happens when you out here, motherfuckers talking about, go ahead and get that out your system. Now you sitting here with 3-4 baby mamas in the court system, and now you crying about your bread.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you don't have to, you don't have to be part of the system. And we should teach our kids, and men should be telling, no, go get some money. Fuck that, the pussy gonna be there, bro. I promise you it's gonna be there. It's not going nowhere. It's gonna be here till we die. Go get you some money. Go make you a purpose. Go get on your purpose. Get you a family. Don't be out here just having kids just to have kids and be out here just to be fun. Like, I understand we all got needs. We always want to get our rocks off. But protect yourself. Don't be out here having kids like that. Because you're going to end up like this dude sitting there crying.
Cultivate said that's a mortgage payment.
That's a fact. It is a mortgage payment. And plus, you're going to need a couple more. Matter of fact, you're going to need the other 7 to go with that to go get you a mortgage.
Yeah, that's a mortgage. Harvey.
But we as men always talking about how much we the kings and how much we all that, but we give away our power by, like, we had an episode, we was back in the dungeon in the cave, talking about putting your seed in unworthy soil. You sitting up here having kids with women that you have no intention on really being with.
Then the stupid stuff with that too is a lot of people say this was unintentional. To having a kid was unintentional.
You could have pulled out. You could have had a condom. You could have put on everything. It's a lot of things.
My homie's mother said, if you fuck, it was wild. This was like when we was teenagers. She said, you meant to have kids. If you having sex without any condoms, without any protection, you meant to have kids. I don't care what you talk about.
And that's facts. That's facts.
That's part of it.
And that's fact. I 100% agree. Because it's not like this was a 4-second interaction. This is something that multiple steps had transpired before the baby came into the picture, before she even got pregnant. So, in one hand, yes, I do know that the courts are incentivized to give custody to the woman, to get as much money as they can from the man, not do anything, not updating child support laws, not doing anything that would be in favor of the man. On the flip side, men got to do better when it comes to this.
It's only so many times you can go with the heat of the moment and I just ain't had no condom or rubber or whatever. And I'll give you 1 or 2 of these, but then they go get some condoms. Have them with you over there. You know you like her. Like you say, y'all friends, but you like her. You for the fuck. So have you some condoms with you. That's all. And you can't be sitting around here crying in child support and talking about all this, nigga. I would try to get it reduced and all that, but you sitting there want all the sympathy, like you say. I probably got a little bit of empathy for you because the courts is fucked up. But sympathy, no, because you knew what you was doing. We sit up here and we say, like, we the guys, we the kings, we should be leading, and that's not a good leader right there for you out here having kids with just any and everybody. Who the fuck is finna follow you? You make bad decisions, bro. I can't follow you because you make bad decisions.
OG said he could have been 4 seconds. Cultivate said, it's all fun and games until you realize you'll be in your 50s and 60s and still paying child support.
Because of back pay. Because you still got to get rid of that back pay. And she ain't going to agree to just take you off and just wipe it out. She want all that bread, B. Even with her husband. She want all that bread.
Let's be honest about the other aspect of it, too. A lot of women are going after child support from a man because they're trying to use that as an excuse for them to either have more money / not work.
Hey, it don't matter what they doing. It's up to you to stop it and prevent it from the first place.
Agreed.
You can say whatever they want to say about what they doing. If you would have got in front of this, like you say, you would have been on top of your shit, you wouldn't be in this predicament for them to be able to do what they want to do for you. We got to go back to the root cause. The root cause we here is because you in there because you like the way raw pussy feel.
Dang, I wish I had the clip.
You like the way it do feel. I'm not going to, nigga, we men. It do feel, it's a big feeling. It's a big, great feeling. But is it worth it for you in child support court about to damn near cry because they take $1,800, nigga? Because I know a motherfucker take $1,800 from me, boy. Oh, my God. I'm like, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Jesus Christ. Lord.
That's super facts. I 1,000% agree.
Yeah, we need to go to the root problem. Niggas out here trying to fuck, thinking that shit cool. Cause like, bro, cause we was arguing about this in the barber. When you really boil down to it, us right now in our late 30s, early 40s, all the women that you probably didn't slept with when you was out there in them streets before you was married, before you was anything, what feeling or whatever you have now? What's the thing now? What did you get from it? Besides a story to tell while we sitting around smoking cigars. What comes from it? Like what tangible or what do you have from it? Like you can say all you want to, like you was the man back. You can say all that shit you want to. What do you have from it?
Cultivate. That sound like it should be on a T-shirt. That wet will have you living in regret.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I mean it's when it comes to these situations, man. You're 3 kids in. I guess you didn't learn from the first one. Guess you didn't learn from the second one. I don't know what the time frame is when the stepchild came in and the second child came in. Your second biological child came in. But it's tough to. It's like I encourage you or any man to fight for less child support, make it more specific to the actual needs of the child. But you get what you get, bro. It's like it's tough. You're at the mercy of the court now.
And we're not saying the system is not fucked up the way it is. Yes, it is. But you have to stop that from the get go. This is like me. I have a car, right? I could take the insurance off the car. I don't want to pay the insurance. It's a bunch of bullshit. The system rigged with the bullshit. But if I had an accident, I can't be crying talking about the system when I already had an accident and I avoided the system because I didn't know how to want to pay the insurance.
Right.
It's just, it is what it is. It's a lot of things out here we do that we don't want to do, nigga. So pay that $1,800, bro, for your ass be in jail and don't have no job.
You know, so what do you think about him fighting the Lord?
What you mean?
He's in the.
No, he got every right to do that. Yeah, but you already at the mercy of the court because you did what you did already before. We could have avoided all of this by you putting on condoms or by you pulling out.
Yeah, I always say there's before, during, and after measures to baby prevention. If you didn't take, if you didn't take any of those options, that baby deserves to be here, and you got to live with what comes with it. You got to live with what comes. But now I was thinking, so. I was listening to, and I'm asking you guys' thoughts on this. I think I already know the answer. 2K calls it double dipping. So he said either we're going to handle what we need to handle with the baby together without the courts, and I'm going to be there and do everything I need to do, or you're going to involve the courts, get the child support going, and I'm not going to be there for the child.
That's your decision, but at the same time, you know you give up your right once you get her pregnant. To me, I look at it like this. Is it right? No. I'm with you on all that stuff. But I'm like, to preventative measure.
Mm-hmm.
Why go through all that when you know the system rigged and you know the system is not for you? Why go through all that and put yourself in that predicament in the first place?
Much agreed. And we could say that really about...
It's a lot of stuff.
I watched a video where a girl, she was like, what is it, hang gliding? You know, when they strap a parachute to a boat and the person is sitting in the harness? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know what video.
Parasailing.
Yeah, I know what video you saw.
So the girl, while she's up in the air, hundreds of feet in the air, unstraps her harness, unstraps herself.
Started doing acrobats in that bitch.
And fell out of the seat. Now, the video said that she fell to her death. But I don't know what the outcome was. I imagine, judging from how high she was, I imagine she's no longer with us. But why do people do stuff like that?
Hey man, I was telling another conversation we have a good conversation, man. They didn't like me, but motherfuckers having dog, and I know I'm gonna be sounding contradicting because I don't want my not rights, but decision making taken. But niggas, some people just don't make good decisions. Some people just need options. Get their ass 2 options and that's it. I'm being honest. I know you know a lot of people like, nigga, you don't need no options. You need your options taken away, and you just need to give
A or B.
No, chicken or steak, goddammit, that's it. You don't even need no bread, you don't need no rice. Chicken or steak, nigga, that's it. That's all we got for you. And a lot of people need that. Now, is it a lot of people that will suffer from this thing? Yes, because a lot of people do kind of make good decisions too. But there's a lot of people out here that don't make fucking good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And they need their decisions taken from them. Do I want mine taken from me? No. That's why I say I'm going to contradict myself. But it's a lot of people out here don't make no decisions, and that's why a lot of people in some of the fucked up predicaments that they're in.
Cultivate said, everybody grown, so it is what it is. Good luck to them.
That's a fact.
OG said, F that pull out BS.
Mm-hmm.
OG got kids from back in the day, baby. You hear me? You should have a crush thing up there?
Oh. Nope, that's not. I thought that was Cultivate. I don't know who that is. All right. So, again, thank you guys for kicking it with us. Share this with people. Let them know that your favorite After Church podcast is live right now. So, the crazy, wild times going on right now. So, we're going to get into the ICE raids. And it started in California. It's going crazy. And there was some, the fight against ICE and all that stuff was going on in Chicago and other places in the world. But this is one thing in the world, in the U.S. But this is one thing that I wanted you to get you guys' opinion on and what you think. All right, check it
I'll
out.
start out by
Let's see.
addressing the doxing issue that we were talking about. Our ICE agents, just like our Florida Highway Patrol, are our partners. We all ride together in this. We all are out here to make sure that we're protecting our citizens, protecting our communities. Many of them have been called to the border. Many of them have been called to other locations to deal with the amount of fugitives and things that are going on, detainers. So for us, we will have their back. We will work closely with Colonel Howes and his team in making sure that we're increasing patrol. We're watching them. Anybody that's doxing them, as the General said, we passed a law about 4 or 5 years ago that makes it illegal to dox here in the state of Florida. So anybody that's doing that, we will take them to full task on doing it. We will stand with you. I want to define a couple things, and our general was very kind in how he said things. I'm not as usually as elegant in how I say things, so I'm gonna first say that peaceful protests are part of our democracy. We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. The key word in that is peaceful.
Now this is the part I really wanted y'all to hear.
And if it's peaceful, us in law enforcement are going to make sure you have a safe environment to do it in. That's part of that process. If you let it turn violent, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know, I'm going to break it down for you, all right? Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, all and on. So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired, because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida. So to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law, because it won't go well for you. All right? Bill, thank you.
All right, so first question. All right, have you guys been watching any footage of, well, specifically what's been going down in California?
No. But I've been hearing like conflicted stories, like it's not that bad as they say it is, so I don't know. I'm not there, so I don't know.
Jay, every day, have you been watching or hearing anything?
Yeah, I've seen a few things. Yeah.
Cultivate said, I blame Brendan Johnson in my Jay Everyday voice. So one of the things I can say for sure, because I got to pull a video behind it, but one of the things that's happening with the ICE agents is people are threatening to dox them. For those that don't know what dox means, it means basically reveal their real name, address, and personal information to the world. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't agree with that. I mean, that's their job, so I don't think you should be exposing their job. I mean, this is what they signed up to do, but I don't think you should be doxing the people either. You know, so yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, because that's kind of putting their family at risk, and their kids ain't got nothing to do with what their parents do. I mean, what their parents is like doing, and like it's just their job that they're doing. They're getting paid to do a job, so they're doing a job.
Let's see.
You know what I've seen, just just watching a few of these, and it could be biased.
Yeah, one way or the
right?
other. Yeah.
It's gonna be biased, but I don't understand the waving of the just that
Some
right
wave.
there, right? So
Selling your car to
perfect. I don't understand the waving of the Mexican flag here in the United States, burning our shit.
We do begin tonight with
But complaining about they shipping your ass back to the crib.
To the crib.
Yeah, the crib. They shipping your ass back to Mexico, wherever the fuck you from. But you waving your your flag from where you're from, all while disrespecting the country where where you're trying to reside.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to me. To me, stay the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker come looking for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a yeah, I'm gonna stay over there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be in the cut, out the cut. You know what I mean? I'm not finna be out protesting.
Especially if I'm illegal.
That's dumb as fuck to me. I don't know.
OG said, how can they do that? They don't have that information. I'm not sure what specifically you're asking, OG.
I think about the doxing or whatever you said. I think that's what
Yes.
Well, you can get anybody's information to dox. I've seen that happen plenty of times where people get doxed. Like, public information is easy to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. I can tell you your address right now. I've been doing this shit. Like, this shit nice.
Don't fuck with that nigga.
I'm nice.
Don't fuck with
I can find motherfuckers.
Hey, I haven't seen it happen. Motherfuckers thought nobody ain't know their parents' name. Told them where their parents stay and everything.
And middle name.
Hey, facts. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. I've been trying to get them to teach me all the time. Leave that alone. Leave that alone.
Yeah, the docs that's easy, and for people who's really computer literate and stuff like that, who could really hack into shit, it's like work. Social security numbers.
So one of the things, that's part of what's happening with the ICE raids is people are the major thing is people are coming to America. These illegal, predominantly, actually that's all the ICE is focusing on, the illegal immigrants coming to America, and ICE is trying to get them back out, and people are protesting and doing all this stuff against ICE, against Trump, and all that stuff.
You OG.
Yeah, you OG.
That's who you are.
ONG, original and gangster is your name. But yeah, so let's see. I'll just go with this video because this is the one.
Marines are now on their way to Los Angeles to join California's National Guard, which was deployed by the president, not that state's governor. Late this afternoon, a peaceful protest after the arrest of a union leader, but the city is bracing for nightfall. It was a far different scene over the weekend. Protesters setting up fireworks right there, police officers right nearby. A line of self-driving vehicles set on fire. Crowd shutting down the 101 freeway downtown. LAPD officers trying to move them off. The moment a U.S.-based correspondent from Australia reporting on the protests. You can see there, she's hit by an officer's rubber bullet. President Trump going over the governor's head, sending the...
Pause. Bro, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. that shit was hilarious.
She looked like Megan Thee
When she got shot, by a rubber bullet.
Hey, Megan Thee Stallion.
She got shot by a rubber bullet. It's funny, but not funny because she's just there reporting.
That was glass.
Bro, that shit was hilarious, bro.
He said that's Megan Thee Stallion.
bro, that shit, oh Lord, that shit was funny.
OG said that's the problem. They are not focused. Okay, let's see.
State's National Guard to the scene, and tonight he's now sending hundreds of these U.S. Marines. Our chief national correspondent, Matt Guppin, leading us off tonight on the scene in Los Angeles. Matt is one-on-one with Border Czar Tom Homan tonight.
Tonight, 700 Marines are on their way to the streets of Los Angeles to assist the National Guard and law enforcement tamp down violent clashes with protesters angry.
Hey, he just shot them up. What's the road? That's funny as hell. I'm sorry. Like, bro, stay the fuck out the way, man. Go play Call of Duty or something. I'm not going to be out there.
So far, my question is about this. Why would American people protest for... He said space is just like TV static. Cultivate said, has protesting ever really helped any of us black or brown folk?
Yes.
Okay, elaborate on that, because my genuine answer was I don't have proof one way or the other.
I don't know about no brown folk, but as far as said what we considered black folk, yes, pointed this out about the boycotts.
Montgomery
right?
boycott.
Montgomery boycotts. Like, that's the last time this helped, but it has helped. Shit like this, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what are you aiming for?
This not gonna
burning
do,
up shit is
this,
what
this not gonna do nothing because you're not affecting the bread.
Yes.
For you to boycott, you have to affect some bread. You have to respect real bread. That's what the Montgomery boycott. Like, they lost so much money. They're like, man, fuck this. We got to get this shit under control. Let them sit anywhere they want to do on the bus. Because this shit is costing us. Don't that many white folks wasn't taking the bus back then. So, the black folks are the ones that's really taking it.
And y'all divided as a people. Like 30% of y'all, 30% of the Hispanics voted for Trump.
This.
Right? So this is what you
I
get.
will vote for Donald Trump.
That's what they were saying?
Yeah, they got a song. Google the song. Google the song.
What I said yesterday is people got all this hostility because this shit is from Trump, but Obama administration sent back more Hispanics than anybody. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It just wasn't no big deal. It's about how he did it. It's about how he did it.
Well, even then, I remember.
That's what they're saying. No, that's what I'm saying now. It's about how, what I'm saying, this is about how Donald Trump is going about it.
Now,
It don't matter. They
I think
motherfuckers
he's
send
doing.
them back.
I think he's doing this the right way, but I think to me it's like if you keep getting away with the little things that you're doing, you keep pushing the line further and further, it's gonna be where it's ain't gonna be no coming back from it afterwards.
Right, but if you're illegal, that means you kept getting in this bitch. So you know what I'm saying? You kept getting away further, and you kept coming in further and further.
I think that's it. No, you go back.
So we got to make you
Just
bounce.
Go back. I think it was at the top. You had that's it. They're right there. Top one. Top.
Because don't nobody do all this shit when they send the Africans back, right? You know what I'm saying? When they send the darker skinned people back, you know what I'm saying? The
White
Haitians,
Africans is
you know what I'm saying?
White
Or
Africans
whatever.
are allowed.
Right, yeah, them South Afrikaners, they're allowed.
Afrikaners,
But
they allowed.
If you feel proud to be American, raise your hand. God bless America. God bless America. If you feel proud to be American, raise your hand. God bless America. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote.
Raise your hand, come on.
For Donald Trump.
And you don't know your ass. Y'all the first ones on the bus with the first row seat. Yeah.
yeah, boy.
Yeah. Do what you voted for, baby. Don't cry. I don't want to hear that crying. I don't want to hear all that crying. Don't cry now. This is what you voted for.
Give me some
I don't want to hear
Chipotle.
all that crying.
Yeah.
Go get you some Chipotle.
Give me double steak.
Yeah. I thought.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he said it though. He ain't gonna say the double meat. Nigga said double steak.
Steak. We're going to get right to it. You know what I'm saying? No confusion.
Yeah. That's what you voted for.
Yeah.
You know, I've asked people, other Hispanic people,
Cerveza!
Yeah.
I've asked other people, the Hispanic people, like, what do you think about what's going on? This was a while ago.
They going to tell you, that's crazy.
That's essentially what they said, yeah, get them the F out of here.
See?
And get what? They on their way with him too. They with him too. They finna go back too.
No, they family legal.
That don't mean nothing. They sending them back too.
Well, he right. Like, they okay because they here.
Yeah.
Hey, I made it.
Sheesh, I'm looking for a particular video.
Hey man, you already know my motto. Keep that same energy. If you voted for, keep that same energy. Stand proud.
Mm-hmm.
Get on that bus and go back with some dignity. I don't get what you are. Now, if you belong here, you belong here. But you sitting over there voted for this, and this man said he was gonna do this day one. He say soon as they swear me in, they got the green light to go. They had the trucks ready. Soon as they finished swearing him in, he gave the motherfuckers, that motherfucker sign.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, get it going. Let's go. Let's get it cracking. We got to get them up out of here.
Yeah, man. Like I don't see. That's one thing. With everything that we didn't go down that road, but this is what he said was going to happen. He said he's going to close the borders, and he's going to focus on the illegals first. I mean the criminals first. And I don't.
What's the problem with getting criminals up out of here? Oh, it's about the way he's going about it.
And that's what that argument kills
fucking criminals.
me. That argument kills me. Like, what about the
people they took advantage of?
Oh
They're criminals.
I'm so.
What about those people?
Let's see, Kathy.
I ain't even talking about somebody who came over here illegally and they go work in the warehouse or picking strawberries. I'm talking about, like, you know, they come over here and then do some illegal shit.
And that's
it's a problem that we go send them back.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt bad for one time when they
Chair recognizes Ms. Stefanik from New York.
My bad. Go ahead.
They had a construction site, and bro, they was building the houses and stuff. They was sitting there chilling, and they had everybody in handcuffs, including the project manager. I was like, God damn, that house ain't finna get built. That's crazy. Their house is not finna finish getting built. They had everybody there. The whole ISIS team was there, and I'm like, damn. And they just trying to work hard and honest living, but
it'll get built, bro. The Home Depot opened the next day. They got some new.
But it's just the simple fact of this is what you voted for. Now you want us to sit up there talking about something. We finna go protest with y'all, nigga. I'm finna go to work.
That's fact. You finna go to work?
Yeah.
My thing is, why do you want black people to be protesting?
No, y'all ain't black. Remember, y'all not with us. Y'all ain't been with us. Y'all don't even really like us like that. If you go on TikTok, well, I know I've been talking about TikTok a lot lately, but TikTok is this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. TikTok is this shit. But when you go and see all these videos and stuff on TikTok, you start seeing all these things about how all these Hispanics really feel. And every day been saying that. Them niggas don't like y'all for real. Yeah, I think y'all lazy. Lazy niggas.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And them females be talking real crazy about the black women.
Yeah, facts.
What?
So, hey man, I don't know what else to tell you, but it's understanding to me about because they saying it wasn't too much out of control where you had to send the National Guard and all that. So I heard that.
I was going to ask about what you guys.
I heard about that. I didn't see anything, but it's been a lot of conflicting stories, and it depends on which side you ask is the horrible worst. So it ain't nobody being just brutally honest about it. If you ask a Republican, like, man, you had to do it. You remember the old riots and all this other stuff? So he had to do it. You ask the Democrat, no, he ain't have to do it. It wasn't that out of control. But, man, y'all shouldn't be tearing up people's shit and tearing up cars and stuff, too. look at that, too, though.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
I'm just going to ask, what do y'all think about him deploying the National Guard and the Marines?
I don't got no problem with it because ultimately we know about L.A. L.A. could get bad quick. They had previous riots before. Shit gets bad out in L.A. real quick. And then the other thing is like you said, why are you tearing up other people's shit? If you're going to protest, right? But the problem is, especially, and you guys know, like, down in Florida when they had these national disasters and shit, like, or, you know what I'm saying, disasters, natural disasters, I said national. But they had natural disasters and stuff like that. What did the insurance people do? They put that on everybody. Why did my insurance rate go up? Because everybody got to eat that, basically. Yeah. So the shit that happens in California when they had natural disasters too last year, we had to eat that. Everybody's insurance is going up. So when you out there burning up a motherfucker's car, you know what I'm saying, they happen to have Progressive like I do, guess who has to be, I got to be responsible for that. No, deploy their ass. This is why we pay the National Guard. Yes, it's good. They came in. Stop that shit. But
also, too, they say the National Guard wasn't doing nothing but sitting in the building.
Let me hold.
How true that was. Yeah, this one of them ones, too. I think she was talking greasy. She was talking real greasy. You sent that?
Who's this, a Mexican?
Yeah, I think she was talking greasy. Let me just see.
Greasy about who? Blacks?
I think it was.
Oh, my God. See?
Your hand when I say this. We do not move to America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. Because you're stupid to think that we moved to this country for some hot dogs and some baseball. We have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just moved here because we are looking to make more money and offer a better chance for our families. Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars. Not even 15 American dollars. Right now with $15 in San Diego, I could go maybe buy a matcha and half of a granola bar, honey. If you support ICE, you support people getting destroyed. If you support families getting destroyed, I hope you rot in hell. And I will see you there, babes, for sure.
I'm not a fan of nobody summoning people to hell. Hell is crazy. You know, hell? You know what I'm saying? Because your people getting sent back first. And then second of all, man, I don't support ICE either. I don't give no fuck. That ultimately I don't give no fuck. That's not a me issue. I didn't, whoever I voted for when the election time came around, immigration, as far as you guys coming around this bitch, wasn't on my mind. Like, I wasn't thinking about that shit.
Look, this is what I like to do. I like to save videos like that. So when you back on that motherfucker back, and you in your seat, and that TV in front of you, we play this back. While you sitting in the seat with the handcuffs on, while you driving back. Because you sitting over there talking all that reckless. And only reason you talking like that, because you probably married an American, though. You ain't married one of your people. You married an American. You saw that wedding ring on her finger? Yeah. Should hit some of them comments, too. I know they talking greasy about her. But you sit on here and you say this, right? And then you be the main one crying.
This person said, I'm Latino and we don't claim this one. Also true. True Mexican immigrants don't claim her either. They know the value of this country and how amazing it is. This person is not a good person.
See, J.C. Barron trying not to get sent back. See, that's what you do. That's what you do.
You distance yourself?
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. I don't know this nigga. I'm trying to stay here. Fuck out of here.
David said, remember that one guy back in 2006 that was marching with the Mexicans?
Yeah, I remember him. I know him very well.
Let's see.
He the reason. Him and Obama.
I hate my country because it's poor and would rather be somewhere else than fix it.
Right. That's my thing. Why don't you get shit busting in your own country?
You are not making the point you think you are.
So not.
Your Delulu score is higher than your IQ. Sheesh. STFU and GTFO. Go home.
Get the fuck out of here.
But yeah, Ma, like you were right, because I see both. I don't think he would have deployed the National Guard and the Marines if it was truly peaceful.
No, it wasn't peaceful. No, I'm gonna agree with you on that. It wasn't peaceful. Because you seen them throwing boulders. Like, they could have been killing people. They were throwing boulders off bridges.
Why didn't Gavin Newsom do? Like, I didn't understand. Like, why didn't you?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just didn't understand why didn't you deploy the National Guard?
Because he was saying it wasn't that bad.
That sounds like bullshit. We can look and see this shit. Shit on fire, nigga. Like,
I don't know.
Police cars with the windshield cracked because they throwing, like you just said, they throwing boulders off bridges and potentially killing police officers.
Yeah, but they were saying it wasn't that bad and they had it under control or whatever. This is what they were saying. I don't know. This is what they were saying.
I had some family that went out to Vegas and they were finna take, ride somewhere, either California or down to Phoenix or something, and the people out there advised them, don't go out there. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Because they protesting. Mm-hmm. So it's clearly that bad. It's clearly that bad. Mama's like, yeah, you just stay on over here in Vegas. So it's that bad. So I don't understand why Gavin Newsom, being the Democrat that he is, like, why didn't you just have that deployed? Like, you trying to make it seem like you got everything under wraps. You don't. Mm-hmm. But I also want to know who's funding these niggas.
That's the question.
Who's funding these people to come outside and do shit like this? Because sometimes, even you're back in Chicago a couple years ago when they had the bricks just sitting outside the stores downtown. Yeah, just pallets of bricks. Ain't building shit. Just we just gonna put these bricks right here. Yeah. So who's funding that?
Yeah, you can see. I've seen videos of people purposefully breaking up sidewalk and breaking up cinder blocks and stuff so they can have, I guess you say, ammo. Yeah. And it's a cohesive thing, right? It's these people all have the signs together.
Right.
It's not like one sign amongst a whole group of people. It's bunches of people who have a bunch of signs
with the same type of sign.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the same type of. Like,
where y'all get that made at?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He say I ain't marched with them shits. It's crazy. He said he learned his lesson. I ain't marched with them shits.
I seen him on the news.
Who? The ex?
Yeah, dude in the comments.
Coach Vase said, so true. Target's still scrambling to get the money back up. Are you talking about from that one?
No, it hurt Target. I'm not gonna lie about that one.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Please keep your thought. You talking about that blackout, the boycott day?
Yeah, no, not just the boycott day. They did a whole thing like when Target, because I follow the stock market, so I seen that shit. Boy, Target lost so much motherfucking money. They wanted them to come to the table and let's talk. They asked them to come to the table. Let's talk for real.
I don't know anything about that.
Target was stupid anyway.
Yeah, they lost a lot of money with that. They earnings report and stuff came out.
But they supposed to be Democrats.
They lost so much crazy. They lost so much money.
They supposed to be, Target.
And guess who gained it?
Walmart. Yeah, the Republicans.
Yeah, Walmart gained it.
The Republicans.
Yeah, Walmart gained it. Walmart ain't we getting
Target. Target is headquartered in Minnesota.
But bro, to me, if you own a business like that, like Michael Jordan said, Republicans buy motherfucking gym shoes too. Just shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like Elon, you should have shut the fuck up. Why are you picking a side? You can fund whatever you want to fund, but you want to be for. No, I'm not saying anything. We ain't got no side. Give us the money. Mm-hmm. We stand right here. We
need to be shit back too. Him and his brother. His brother just spilled the beans, and he was looking at his ass like, "Damn, we ain't supposed to."
Yeah. But you don't supposed to say nothing. If you're a corporation like that, boy, both sides buy and shop here. We not saying nothing. We don't got no comment.
Got his goofy ass.
Yeah. Like, now Target sitting over here trying to scramble. Yeah, suffering, trying to scramble. That shit really did work.
So, tell me about this, if you can give me like a Cliff Notes version of what happened, because I don't know what happened.
Target?
What happened with Target? Like, who are they against?
Actually, when they did the DEI thing, Target had the list. They was on the list of companies that they wasn't going to shop from this time to this time. It hit them right when their earnings and report and everything came out. So that brought their earning report down, and they stock and stuff, and a lot of stuff failed. Let me see if I can pull up their stock. But it really hurt them in their earning report, and they hurt them on their earnings and stuff like that.
So the DEI thing was them no longer participating in it?
Yeah, they no longer participate in it. So black folks say, all right, bet. We shop there a lot. We're not going to shop there no more.
I don't be really seeing no niggas at Target. I'm a Target shopper. You know what I'm saying? I don't really be seeing no niggas like that. It'd be a couple niggas getting, Red Bulls and shit like that. But motherfuckers don't be in Target.
Year to date, Target stock prices right now was $95. Year to date, Target down 30%.
Yeah. That's bad. That's bad.
The last 5 days, they down 2.something%.
That's part of Target also doing the whole. To me, Target does a lot of, I don't know, like what the fuck is that? Like the whole gender thing. You remember? I think I was telling you guys where it didn't have the boy and girl section for kids clothing.
Yeah,
so I'm walking around this bitch like, where the fuck is little girls' underwear? You know what I'm saying? Because for my kid, where the fuck is this shit? But they didn't have anything that really designated to say where it was. It was just weird. Like it just says kids. So girl stuff was with boy stuff. Like it just
just stay neutral. You don't have to say anything.
Much agreed.
Yeah. You don't have to say nothing. Leave your shit just like it where it been. You don't. If they don't want it, hey man, it is. We don't got no comment. You have no comment.
What you wanted from us? Can you emphasize it?
You don't have no comment. You have no comment
on Instagram.
Yeah.
You have no comment about what you don't have to comment nothing. Just do what you do. You don't have to get in that mess. You don't get into politics.
Yeah.
You stay the neutral thing. You don't have to get into that. Just like when a motherfucker arguing or something. Sometimes it's just best to just shut the fuck up and fold your arms and just listen.
The old mantra is it reigns supreme. You go woke, you go broke.
Right.
Go woke, go broke.
Yeah, now look where now motherfucking Walmart up there looking like Target a little bit. Look cleaner. Got good sections. Got boy and girl underwear clothes.
Not for us, part.
Yeah, got good shorts in there. Good t-shirts, good deodorant, all that, all that. Got all that up in there. And you sitting up here because you talking about you don't know if you want to be a boy or a girl. We just gonna take everything down. Now motherfucker got J every day and that bitch looking confused.
No, not me looking confused.
No, I'm talking about looking confused. Like, what the fuck, my girl underwear? I need to put some unbandaged. Like, I'm not talking about confused.
I know, just in case people, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people thinking I was looking confused. But Minnesota is the place where the, what was the guy who was running with,
Waltz?
Yeah, so that's where he was from. So it only makes sense that Target.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the headquarters
Tim Waltz.
Yeah, Tim Waltz. So that only makes sense that Target is doing some weird shit.
Yeah, you stay the fuck out of that business.
Yeah, and that's how I take that same thought process over into movies and TV shows as well.
Yeah, like nigga, we sell eggs. Why the fuck do I care about if this nigga is a girl or a boy? We sell eggs.
Got everybody covered up in here, man. You got a little bit from everybody.
It's the eggs place, man.
You know what you should have did? You know what Target should have did? Target should have been boys, girls, and unknown.
See.
And just have everything over there.
Just boys and girls, man.
just boys and girls. Unknown.
Because you stepping into the unknown now, you know what I'm saying? Just boys and girls. Just keep the shit how it's been.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, man. That's all we got time for today. So we're gonna this week's message comes from Jay Every Day.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say before it?
I just kind of like I'll speak afterwards, but yeah. So just go ahead.
Gotcha.
Olive Brothers Secretary.
Hey, you cannot work out what she doing. She know how to raise the children. She know how to keep house. She got a job.
You know we love this old woman. You see my secretary a new ride with me. Olive Brother, we bought her a new ride.
After 50, it's only 54 years. But I still say this thing. She don't have to if she don't want to. She don't have to work. But that's what she want to do. And I ain't no stopping on me when he flying. You understand? When he put it inside the fly, I ain't no stopping.
When Sonics first came, I wanted to go to work at Sonics. They were paying $1 an hour. And I told my husband I wanted to go to Sonics. We had a big falling out, man. He asked me several questions. He asked me, was I home? I said, no. He said, do you have a car to ride in? I said, yes. Do you have a house? I said, I do. Do you have clothes to wear? I said, yeah. Then you're going to stay at the house and keep them keys. I did that, but I was mad at him, but I didn't talk to him for a couple of weeks. But you know, I look back on it now. I don't know if I've told him. I want to thank him that I was able to stay at home with my kids and daycare didn't have to keep them.
Daycare had to keep none of your kids?
Not A1. You looking at the daycare.
She ain't got to worry about coming to the woods in her Tahoe. Me and brother feel like the best thing to do is buy her something to ride in.
A lot of them want to come to the farm that don't bring nothing. Now, my wife brought a lot to me. She had a good character about herself. She always seemed like she respected me and that's what I was doing. Now, she might disagree with some of the things, but she would never talk about it. She, well, you know what you're doing.
You know, a lot of days I wanted to cry for my sons. But you know, I never did want them to feel like they could play me against him. So therefore, a lot of days I had to hide out while they were getting chastised.
You mean hide out?
I go in my room, go in the bedroom. When it got too much, you know how it is being a mother. And I love my boys. But you know, some family was really hard. But you know what? I wouldn't take nothing for it now that he did like that. Because there's a lot of kids that miss that part of raising.
If I came in the house and asked who done it, they all got to whoop me. So that's where the story went. That's where the story. Somebody gonna tell me before I got to him. You understand? And I didn't change that. In 91 or 92, old man told me, son, you missing all the best years of your life. Said, if you don't raise them sons, somebody else gonna raise you. And I thank God for it, man. You can't beat what God has blessed me to do, to see and be a part of it. By stepping down, but not being working with somebody trying to go independent for yourself. Do you understand that?
Older people talked to me and told me what I needed to do, and I obeyed them. But you can't talk to young people now and tell them the stuff I did at a younger age, they think it's old fogey.
Keep house, she know how to do all that. She know how to go to church, get up and speak in church, she can speak in congregation. She take care of me. When I get slack, she know what to say.
I have been married 50.
She's spoiled right.
Man, I couldn't have a better.
Was that it, David?
Yeah, so basically that was it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just to basically show that, you know, black love, right? Black love, black unity. And not just black love, just, you know what I'm saying, men and women together, right? It's Father's Day. But, you know, and sometimes in order to make a great father, right, you need a great mother. So, you know what I'm saying, they kind of work, you know, in a symbiotic form, you know, together. So, you know, last month we celebrated Mother's Day. This month we celebrate Father's Day. But it's just to show, in order a lot of times to have the best outcome. Not necessarily, it's not always going to be the best outcome, but the best outcome that you possibly could get is when you have the mother and father together. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? He showed love to his wife showed love to him. It was some type of mutual respect, and the kids respected both parents. You know what I mean? So that's basically what I wanted to leave you guys with. You know, it was 53 years of marriage, and, you know, just happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
Big shouts out to Will Hill and Third Post Media.
Salute.
Definitely be looking forward to more shows that Will's going to have. Laugh Factory Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
So,
Wednesday at 8. I'm on vacation this week. I might slide.
Oh no, he got another show too. June 28th, right? Is the
damn, he know your shows better than you, Will. No, he got another one.
the Bingo Blitz? Bingo Bash 28th, right? I'm probably gonna go to that one too.
You gonna be there, Will?
You ain't gonna be there? Nah, I'm moving my girl that weekend. Okay.
See, Mom was gonna be there.
Mom was gonna be there, Will. Yeah, big shouts out to Will Hill and Third Post Media. Look for Will Hill Comedy on Facebook in particular. And this has been another rendition of your favorite after church podcast, the KNoWKi podcast. Happy Father's Day. Wear your crown. Build your legacy. Kings, I am your man. Spaces.
Every day.
Hey, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. If you're a father to any type of sort of anything, happy Father's Day to you. And women, you're not fucking fathers. You're a woman. Go sit your little ugly ass down somewhere.
Hey, real quick too. Hey, my cousin, he got a half off massages for studs.
Hey man, these been served. Man, get up out of here, bro.
Yeah.